Universal recently shared a blog post which we're going to dub 20 things you probably already knew you could do at Universal Orlando. We're going to take a look at it in our own unique UUOP style, and this is episode 441 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello everyone! Welcome to the show. It's me, Tracy. And yeah, we've got a list show for you here. But I can't do a list by myself. I mean, I could, because, you know, my opinion is the best one. But I will need the help of some lovely people with me. So, of course, I have Michelle. Hello.
Hi.
You're going to help me talk lists.
Yes, I am.
Excellent. I suppose we should let Lee in as well, shouldn't we? Go on then, Lee.
Hello, everyone. I like to talk lists.
You just like to talk.
I just want to know who the hell Universal... If you're listening, anyone at Universal, I do apologise, but who the hell you were aiming this list at, I do not know.
Us.
It has to be people that haven't been before.
Well, it was titled 20 Things You Didn't Know You Could Do at Universal Orlando, and when I read through, I was like, yeah, I knew all of them.
Yeah. Chris again isn't here.
Oh, yeah.
I certainly like to talk. Yep. He's still battling things at home, so... Not Alexa. No.
That's where we all
could
went.
Be,
I mean, he may well be.
Well, we don't know, honestly.
We all know who'd win there. So anyway, let's just get stuck into this list because, number one, try a can of Whoville's Who hash.
Can you? Really?
What? You can?
And you can even get it not in the can and bring the can home clean. Because I did. Now this is one of the new, was one of the new foodie finds. It's been there, about 18 months now?
Yeah, probably something like that.
So this is an old new foodie find. Yeah. Over at Green Eggs and Ham Cafe in Zeus Landing with a can of Whoville's Who hash. Munching on your can. Do not munch the can. Munch on the contents. That's the one.
Contents, yes.
I got ingredients stuck in my head and I was in a loop there. Munching on your can of Who hash while strolling through the land will make you feel as if you're right in the middle of a Dr. Seuss book. You can also get green eggs and ham tots. That is not children. That is little potato things. Buffalo chicken tots and more.
And we have all of them apart from the new ones.
Buffalo chicken tots.
Like, this isn't...
I still feel sick though because we ate like 5 people's worth of food between 2 of us.
Yeah, that makes my stomach hurt just thinking about it.
Yeah, who doesn't know that you can get green eggs and ham tots?
People who've never been before. First timers.
They're going to be disappointed if they show up on a day when it's not open. However, it's been fairly regularly open lately, hasn't it?
I don't know. You're the one that goes.
I think I've only seen it open once in all the times I've been, actually.
Honestly, the green eggs and ham tots, pretty bland.
They were pretty bland.
If you like a bit of a kick, buffalo chicken.
What's the new one?
Brisket, Philly steak.
Philly steak. Oh, yes, please. What was the other one?
That sounds better.
There's pizza tots.
Pizza tots.
They were all right, but I think what we found was the buffalo and the pizza were the best, but a whole portion, it gets very rich very quickly.
Yeah.
Because we got 4.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jade
God.
kind of had like a tiny little vegetarian's portion. Like she had about 3 mouthfuls, and then we ate the rest between 2 of us.
At least they're going, I'm done, I'm bloody not, there's food in these bowls.
I wonder if they would do like half and half. Like, you know, like put buffalo on one half and
I don't know.
Brisket on the other.
To be honest, there's no reason why they can't, because they're made fresh.
Yeah.
Right?
Take long enough.
They do bloody take long enough.
Yeah, you can only ask.
Yeah.
But it was open nearly every time we were over there, because I know we went and then we bumped into Andy and he was getting his lunch there as well, wasn't he? So, yeah, because it's one of them, when it opened, no one expected it was like a temporary thing over Christmas, and it's stood the test of time because people love it.
I might have to go try to see if they'll do a halvesies for me.
Have you been there, Michelle?
No.
Not at all?
Again, every time I've seen it, it's been closed.
Really?
Yeah.
Go, it is good.
Yeah.
Unless it's closed and then it's not.
Exactly. However, I have done this next one.
Yes, I know. We all have together, funnily enough.
Yeah. So you can have a chat with a volcano spirit. If you venture inside the volcano, Krakatoa, at Universal's Volcano Bay, you will come across Vol, the spirit of the volcano. This trickster fire spirit is great to chat with and can be a bit playful with water when they want to be. He's very fun.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love stuff
I visit
like that.
Vol every time I go to Volcano Bay.
I still find it funny that a fire spirit plays with water.
Ah.
It does.
So I thought have a chat with the volcano spirit was going to be like vodka.
He's awesome. He's very funny. He can tell some, adultish jokes, but in a hidden way. He's kind of cool. And then also, like, when the fire shoots up, it's all different colors, and he'll play music. He's very fun.
But again, how many people don't know that's there? Like, if you
that one, I would assume a lot of people don't know it's there.
Really?
I really would think that.
What makes you say that?
Well, because in order to go into the volcano, you have to be super brave anyway, because that's where the scary water slides are. And if you don't know that there's another reason to go up all the way up in the volcano like that, then why would you?
Well, I suppose if you don't do your research, then it's not something that's particularly avid. You'll see all the water slides and not. Yeah, fair enough.
Yes, and there's no signage or anything saying go do this with your little child. Like, obviously, you're not going to just randomly walk your little child what you think is up to the top of a giant water slide.
Is it on the attractions list on the map for Volcano Bay? I am just having a look.
Good question. And there are caves and things throughout the volcano. So you have to kind of take different twists and turns to end up there. But again, there's no signage. The only signage you'll see is pointing to the different water slide entrances. But you can go in there and explore and find some little hidden gems and things that are fun, even if you're not doing the slides.
Right. Cool. The next one, again, I think if you'd have been talking about this 6 or 7 years ago, I think maybe it was a thing that you didn't know, but now everybody knows about it. Because we did it back in 2013 when it wasn't a thing. And now all the annual pass holder groups know about it. People are down there all the time. Even Universal have done like their Men in Black challenge thing when Matt, what's-his-face, was part of their social media team. So everyone knows it's a thing now. But that is the tour of the Men in Black headquarters. And it is one of our favourite attractions, Men in Black. And one of the coolest things is being able to explore the downstairs level of the Men in Black headquarters. It's the immigration room. If you ask one of the agents nicely, they may have availability to take you down and meet a few of the aliens. Literally just rock up to a team member and go, is any chance we can go around the immigration room? And if they're not busy, they'll go, yeah, cool, come down. Mm-hmm. I know when we did our RIP tour back in 2015, you know, when we went up to the lounge in Jimmy Fallon, Michelle. Mm-hmm. Well, at that point, we went down into the immigration room in our RIP tour when we did it in 2015. That's where that bar section was.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So we were down there taking pictures all over. It was awesome. Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know whether it was pretty cool being upstairs in Fallon as well. Like, and I think
that balcony was pretty awesome.
Yeah, because you get to lord it over all the plebs downstairs.
Yeah, we got to do that twice during our tour.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fact that, because I'm sure, I don't know how true it is, but we heard that when Men in Black first opened, that immigration room was the team members' break room. So they would go and have the lunch and stuff in there. So make it actually feel like a working headquarters, but apparently people were being people and they had to stop it. How true that is, I do not know, but it's a shame because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I liked it down there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It really is. And to sit there, it's just like...
Especially with everyone else, when it wasn't a thing like it is now, and you had all the guests walking around going, what are they doing down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 4, this one really baffles me, actually.
Right.
If people don't know about this, then they shouldn't be going. Meet characters from your favourite movies.
Really? I bet RoboCop's not there.
What about Stitch?
I want to see Batman.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong park.
I mean, my goodness, you can even do this at like your local fair.
Exactly.
So, yeah. This isn't a big surprise.
Did you know you can occasionally run into men in black agents, trade in your cash for banknotes with Gringotts Goblin, or even practice your kung fu moves with Po from Kung Fu Panda?
Yes.
I bet you can't. I bet if you try and do kung fu on the panda, security will escort you out.
It says with, not on.
Still. There are a ton of characters to meet that you may not even be aware of. Keep an eye out as you explore the parks to see who you can find.
Oh, I do a lot of people watching. I know there's plenty of characters walk around that park.
Fred the Flasher is not an official character.
And when we're there, well...
Hey, we don't flash!
I didn't mean that.
Oh, you might.
Speak for yourself. We were on the Mardi Gras float.
I wonder why she had that
Were you flashing like Michelle on that? Is that what you were doing?
I mean, I ran out of beads early, so... You gotta cater to the masses somehow.
That's why all those teenage boys were running after them.
Wow, that took a turn, didn't it? But let's be honest, characters are just a huge part of theme parks, and if you don't expect that, then it's such a strange one.
And you know, if it is something that you kind of like, oh, well, I didn't think that was a thing in this day and age. Do you know what? Just go with the flow and get into character yourself with them and have fun.
Because I love
interact.
That Universal have a lot of the old school characters still there, like Marilyn and the Blues Brothers, and Lucy's still there. Doc Brown, you know, stuff that doesn't even have attractions there anymore. Betty Boop. You know, they have the relevant ones now that have attractions there, like Shrek and the Transformers and that type of thing. But they still have, like, even Beetlejuice is still there. And probably,
my boyfriend, Beetlejuice.
Yeah, everybody loves a Beetlejuice at the park, and he has no representation at the park other than that character. But yeah, it's cool that they still keep him around.
Yeah. He's awesome. Okay, so number 5. Did you know you can adopt a pygmy puff? Do you know what pygmy puffs are? I don't know if you guys know what that is. Pygmy puffs are one of the cutest creature companions in the wizarding world of Harry Potter. And when you adopt one, the shopkeepers will do a fun naming ceremony for you. You can find them at Magical Menagerie and Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. And you can adopt them in 3 sizes.
This is a sore subject in our household because Jade got one when we went in 2013 and Tracy went to the toilet and it all happened while she wasn't there.
Because nobody thought to actually wait for me.
And I keep telling her, in fairness, you didn't miss an awful lot.
Okay, I missed Jade getting her first pygmy puff. Her only one that she then gave me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how fickle she is.
I don't care, I've got 2 now.
It's not incredibly special, really. They basically announce the name and ding a bell and off you pop.
I ding a bell.
That's really pretty much it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They ding a bell.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, that probably is something that people... This is one of the things on the list that people probably don't know, in all honesty.
It could be, yeah. Although a lot of people buy them now, and so that damn bell's constantly ringing. So,
but it's not something you're going to know going to the resort.
Correct.
Do you name it, or did they name it?
No, you name it.
You name it.
They asked Jade I can't remember what she called it. Like,
you've got to go in and...
No, it's bad enough with people doing it on ET without doing it with pygmy puffs as well.
No, but give it a Disney name or something like that. See if they'll actually say it.
Well, they have to.
Make your child.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Make your child do it, and then you can go, oh, that child's not mine.
Well, you going home to live back in the cupboard under the stairs, you know. See, this next one, it's like, who doesn't know this? I mean, really? They made such a big deal when they opened this hotel, but apparently you can bowl a strike in your hotel. Anyone want to take a guess at which hotel?
Could it be Cabana Bay Beach Resort?
No, it's not. It's any hotel you want if you line all the glasses up at the end and just throw your socks at them. Even if you can't bowl a strike, it's a pretty sweet having a bowling alley in your hotel. Galaxy Bowl at Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort is small and intimate with only 10 lanes. Which is part of the charm, but it does fill up fast. Don't forget to make your reservation ahead of time and to bring your lucky bowling socks. I love bowling.
And they have happy hour there quite, I think, daily, pretty much.
Is it full-size bowling, Michelle?
I don't think it is.
Like, because I know
what do you
some...
mean by
like
full-size bowling?
Well, we have ones in some of the arcades and stuff over here that are like smaller
like skee ball
lanes with
size
like
balls, isn't it?
a
Oh,
softball.
no. It's
proper.
real.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's a real bowling alley.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like again, it's leaning into that nostalgic feel of like the 50s road trips thing with Cabana Bay, and it's pretty cool.
I love the theme of that hotel.
Yeah, you can there's a full bar. You can get, drinks and bar. Yeah, exactly. Bar food. And I mean, it's not cheap. The lane rental is not cheap.
But you rent it by the hour though, don't you?
Oh, I don't remember, honestly, because I've never actually done it because I'm like, it's probably triple the price of what I would pay to bowl at home.
I'm sure you rent it by the hour because I know a lot of places over here you rent it by the game, but I'm pretty sure at Cabana Bay you rent it by the hour.
I shall look.
The travel agent that doesn't know all this.
Really? Do I need to know that off the top of my head?
Yes.
Okay.
I expect these. No, I demand these things.
Oh, I'm going to start asking him stuff.
I know all the stuff.
The podcaster that should know these things.
I do know these
You're
things.
one of those clients.
He's one of those people.
Listen, I will find the answer. Continue on.
Okay.
I will find the answer.
Okay. You can also snap a pic with your favourite shark.
What, the Meg?
Bruce!
He's not there now, so you can't.
You can't.
Well, he might be back by the time we're recording this.
So, yes, the Jaws attraction will live on in our memories. I still cry over it. But there's one place you can get a taste of it. I wouldn't recommend licking the shark. Many people probably have, and you might get COVID. Yeah. But yes, you can quite literally get a taste because you can enjoy a shark attack drink at Chez Alcatraz, which is a little bar right next to the attraction, and it has a favourite shark right next to it for pictures. I'm just kind of like, I'm reading this and I'm speaking it. It's like, no. The star of the show is the shark, not the bloody drink.
See,
go and see the shark and pay your respects. And if you want to, get a drink. I mean, it's pretty cool getting that drink.
I don't know whether I would even drink that drink, but I want to go and get one, and I need it to be served to me by Murph as well, because he is awesome.
Yeah. I've done it a few times.
Yeah, it's so cool, and I want to get it done just for Instagram. I'm not bothered. I do want to go and get a drink from there.
What's it, a shark attack?
I thought they changed the name of it, actually.
I did.
This surprised me because I thought they'd called it the Ocean Attack.
Yeah.
I think it is called the Ocean Attack.
Yeah, but that's interesting that Universal have actually put it in their blog as the Shark Attack. The Ocean Attack cocktail, formerly the Shark Attack drink, on intoxicology.net.
We just need the ingredients.
So while you're looking that up, the price for bowling is $15 for adults and $5 for kids under 9, and it's for 1.5 hours of bowling and shoe rental.
Do you know what? I don't think that's bad, Michelle.
That's really good.
Well, it's expensive for me.
I don't think that's bad.
Don't come bowling over here.
Yeah.
Because here you could do like $15 for a lane.
Jesus.
But it includes like everybody. But this is $15 per adult.
Yeah, then you don't want to bowl over here because it's always charged per person. Over here, like Hollywood Bowl, which is our sort of major bowling
franchise.
Yeah, over here charges you per person per game.
Oh, God, no. I mean, there's probably some around here that do, but the ones that I always have gone to are per lane for up to so many people. And then you, of course, have to do your shoe rental per person. But anyway.
Right. The Universal Studios Ocean Attack cocktail is, you're not going to like it, Tracy, I'm afraid. It's 2 ounces of coconut rum.
Write them out.
1 ounce of blue curacao.
Curacao.
Half a can of pineapple juice.
Oh, yummy.
Topped with Sprite.
That is my drink.
And a dash of grenadine.
So it's a pina colada.
Do
it's
you
all
like
my
pina
favorites.
colada? No, not really.
Seriously, coconut rum and pineapple are like my 2 favorite combinations ever. So every time I get this, I'm usually on my way towards the back of the park. And
she doesn't make it to the back of the park.
Like I'm like heading towards Men in Black. So by the time I get to Men in Black, I still have 3/4 of my drink. And of course, I am not going to throw it out, and you can't fit it in a locker. So what do?
Down it.
You chug it. Yeah, you down it. And so then that makes Men in Black very fun. Okay, next. I'm going to put back on my bikini. And Brave, a 125-foot drop slide called Ko-Okiri Body Plunge. Actually, no, I'm not. I would never do it. But and especially not in a bikini. Your vacation is the perfect time to face your fears, right?
Nope.
Conquer the tallest drop slide in Orlando at Universal's Volcano Bay. It also happens to have an awesome view. That is, if you can keep your eyes open.
No.
Right, I would do this.
I wouldn't even make it to the top, so.
So, Michelle, have you been to Blizzard Beach?
No.
So that was that question. So I have been to Blizzard Beach, and I have done Summit Plummet twice.
Ugh.
So this wouldn't bother me in the slightest.
Never.
But again,
can't do it.
Who doesn't know that that's there? It's literally the centerpiece of that park.
Anybody
volcano.
driving on I-4 knows it's there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it, would you? Because you didn't do Summit Plummet.
No,
It was
I'm
hilarious.
stupid.
The hilarious story was me and Raymond. Raymond was 10 at the time. He's like, right, we'll go and do it first off. He's like, I want to go first. So we get up to the top. He takes one look over the edge, goes, you can go first. So I went down, and it must have been, it felt like 10 minutes. And I'm like, where the hell is he? Because he'd obviously stood at the top crapping himself. No one wanted to come down. Eventually he did, but he only did it once. But I went and did it again. I regret doing it twice.
Ugh.
Because my sinuses were a mess the next day.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure.
But again, the view from the top of that is phenomenal, and I expect the view from the top of Ko-Okiri to be the same. That's what I'm looking forward to. Again, going back over the Velocicoaster from last week, the view from the top of that top hat's going to be phenomenal, and it does go over slow enough that you're going to get to appreciate it as well.
I hope so.
So yeah, again, I don't know who doesn't know you can do this at Universal.
Yeah.
And again, the next one, if you don't know these, you want to slap round the face.
Yeah. Try all 6 kinds of butterbeer treats.
What? You didn't know you could try butterbeer?
Yes, you heard that right, says Red, but obviously you're listening. There are 6 kinds of butterbeer treats you can try in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Really? Including fudge.
Yeah.
Mine's better. Ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. Oh no, can't have that. Potted cream.
I haven't actually had it.
I'm not a fan of stuff like that, but I would try it. And of course, 3 types of drink: frozen, regular, and hot. And they're all vile.
No,
Hot is the best.
Hot is the best. Then frozen. If you want to put them in order for me, it goes hot, ice cream, frozen, fudge, regular, and then potted cream last just because I haven't had it. Did you like any of them?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
I like the ice cream. The fudge I found bland.
Was very.
Ice cream and then pumpkin juice.
Can't get it anymore. It's
Wizard's
not there.
Brew.
Michelle ranked them.
Hogshead Brew
Just
and
just
Dragon
going off
Scale.
on one.
I always do.
There's nothing to rank. Hot butterbeer is just the absolute best.
Well, then what? Yeah, when down the rest of them.
All right, hot, frozen. I haven't tried the potted cream either. So hot, frozen, ice cream, fudge, regular potted cream. I do not like the regular at all.
No, it's been watered down.
Don't like any of them.
Okay, so this is the next one. This is very similar to one of the previous ones, actually.
It is really.
Did you know you can dance with a panda? You can kung fu with a panda, but you can also dance with a panda. Sometimes you just need an impromptu dance party with a panda. Have no fear. Hashtag is here. You can meet and dance with hashtag the panda before racing through New York with Jimmy Fallon. You can also see a performance by the Ragtime Gals.
Yes, you can.
We hung out with hashtag quite a bit last time, didn't we?
And next time I get there, we are getting married. It was agreed. So I'm marrying him and the Grinch.
I always wonder, because we know quite a few team members, I always wonder sometimes if the person in the suit is someone we know.
I know.
I do always wonder
a bit weird.
that.
What are you talking about? It's a real panda. I mean.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I love hashtag.
I do, but the Ragtime Gals are so much better.
Love the Ragtime Gals. Especially that last time we were there and there was nobody else. We just hung around there and...
See,
And I got to take all those great photos, and they were posing for me with the camera. It was absolutely amazing.
And then the thing with Chris and Alexa.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And he like squared up to Chris, but then he realised they were both bald, and he was high-fiving him and chest bumping him and stuff.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So funny.
It's so good. But yeah, I'm surprised. Like the Ragtime Gals would have been more relevant over Dance with a Panda.
Yeah, right?
Strange.
Yeah, but where can you dance with the panda? You can see people singing and performing all around the park, but you can't dance with the panda.
We did in Edinburgh Zoo.
Yeah, but we weren't supposed to be in there.
There was a real panda. Yeah, so far, we know all of them.
Yes.
First 10 out the way.
And did you know also you can take an ad break and talk to our friends at Mouse and Muggle?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should do that.
Have you taken a stroll down Diagon Alley and visited Gringotts Bank? Taken a ride through New York with Jimmy Fallon? Visited the Truffler Trees in Zeus Landing or hung out with a real-life Transformer? No? Then what are you waiting for? At Universal Orlando Resort, there truly is an option for everyone. Or if you're leaning a little more towards pixie dust rather than wands and potions, Disney destinations around the globe await your arrival. No matter the adventure, our sponsors have you covered. Be sure to let the experts at Mouse and Muggle Travel Company take care of all your travel needs. Earning the distinction of being an earmarked agency specializing in Disney destinations, as well as becoming one of the first to be named a U Preferred agency with Universal Parks and Resorts Vacations. Mouse and Muggle Travel Company will ensure you receive top-rate customized service. Just visit mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a non-obligation quote request, or send your request to info@mouseandmuggle.com. Their team can take care of you no matter where in the world you go. With a flick of their wand and a little bit of pixie dust, the process will be so seamless, some might even say it's simply magical.
And welcome back. We're just going to carry on with this list, I think. Halfway through. Number 11. Embark on a rum tasting journey.
We all know this one because Chris has done it a million times and Tracy's desperate to do it.
Well, I was until Good Friday the year before last. And I haven't touched rum since. You can take a break from the parks and unwind with a rum tasting journey led by a rum captain at Strongwater Tavern at Los Sapphire Falls Resort. And they also happen to have amazing empanadas.
Mm.
Well, that sounds rude not to as well. Obviously, operations are temporarily suspended.
Still closed, Sapphire Falls.
Yeah.
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 Is it the only one? Is Aventura open?
No.
No, so it's still Sapphire Falls and
Yeah.
Aventura.
But once it's open, go and drink some rum, people.
Not even the rum, because I'm not that bothered, but I fell
Empanadas.
in love with Strongwater
Oh, I
Tavern.
loved it. I loved it.
I was well impressed with that hotel overall. It's very expensive, as I found out, and I
Yep.
nearly paid double tip. If it wasn't for Chris, I'd have paid tip already on a tip.
Yep.
But yeah, I love that place. I really want to stay. Sapphire Falls is even over Portofino at this point. Sapphire is where I want to stay.
Oh, yeah. But I do love Portofino.
You haven't been. You've longing right. So the only experience you've had of Portofino Bay is looking at it longingly from the back of an Uber while Michelle and Robin went and checked in.
Yeah, but don't forget, I have actually looked at pictures.
I know. The pair of us sat like kids pressed up with our faces pressed up against. Look how the other half lived, Tracy.
Yeah.
We'll get you there, don't worry.
Well, yes, speaking of something, again, that if you don't know, you want a slap round the face, and that is number 12, get your put on. One of my favourite things to do at Universal Orlando is play a round of golf at the Hollywood Drive-In Mini Golf at Universal City Walk. It's the perfect low-key activity to end the day, and it is awesome at night.
Yes.
Plus the haunted and sci-fi themes at each course speak to... this is actually does speak to my geeky heart, but I didn't write that.
Yeah.
I love that Hollywood Drive-In Golf
Little
so
gags in it
much.
and everything. So good.
Who doesn't know it's there? I mean, you literally
Yeah.
go over it when you're walking from the parking garages.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about it so much when they were building it, when it first opened, that they were so smart where they put that mini golf course in, because every single person walking into those, unless you're coming from the on-site hotels, which you probably know anyway, but every other person who's coming into that park from like Cabana Bay or like Endless Summer now or off-site is going to walk over that mini golf course, and you can't not see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Michelle, have you done it?
No.
Are you a mini golf fan?
I mean, yeah, I like it, but I have a hard time squeezing that in. I'd rather be in the parks. So
yeah, there's a reason why we haven't done it for the last 2-3 trips.
But
Also,
now
it's not
with,
cheap.
like right now, the parks are closing so early, it would make sense to do that in the evening.
Yeah.
It is expensive though, because we were going to do it in February. We'd been to Voodoo Donut, haven't we? And even Jade was like, yeah, no, it's expensive. I think it was going to cost us over $50 for the 3 of us for one round on one course. And that was with
Oh my gosh.
that was with my AP discount.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It is expensive. It is awesome, but it's expensive.
But not $50. Awesome. Sorry.
No, I know. I think if I remember rightly, if you do it once, you get like a discount to do the second course.
Yeah.
I think.
Probably.
Yeah. But it is worth it. I'd definitely recommend it to anybody, especially at night. The sci-fi side's the better one of the two, in my opinion.
I agree.
Okay. Well, this next one is has gotten better for sure than it was when it was first a thing. But you can see your favorite movies on Watcher Screens, Universal's Cinematic Celebration. End your day at the parks with a front row view of the nighttime show, Universal Orlando's Cinematic Celebration, which is way better than the Cinematic Spectacular used to be. In Universal Studios, Florida. There's something really epic about seeing a giant T-Rex from Jurassic World roaring in your face on massive water screens. Although the Halloween Horror Nights one was amazing. Monsters of Mayhem.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm also going to correct Michelle. It's no Marathon of Mayhem.
Marathon, sorry. Marathon of Mayhem.
And I think that's the problem, that we saw Marathon of Mayhem first and then saw Cinematic Celebration. Marathon of Mayhem was amazing.
Blew us out of the water. Pardon the pun.
Just phenomenal. But yes, Cinematic Celebration is good. It's certainly better than Spectacular.
Did you ever see the Spectacular?
Yes.
The first one? Oh my gosh.
That wasn't the first one. The first one was that Cinesphere 360.
Oh, I never saw that one.
The big inflatable balls on the lagoon. And then Cinematic Spectacular, because we saw it twice in 2013. It's the first time we met Seth, actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed with it.
No, I couldn't wait to leave. I was stuck there. I had to watch it because I was there on a training thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, can we leave yet? I just want to go ride a ride.
You enjoyed it in February a lot more than I did, didn't you?
I think so, yeah.
No, I was just like, it's all right. But I think just coming off, like we say, coming off the back of Marathon of Mayhem, it paled. Like just the quality of the projection wise wasn't as good. You can see it was starting to look not old, because it's not that old, but it wasn't as crisp and clear as Marathon of Mayhem was. And I think I don't know. I think Marathon of Mayhem potentially could have just been, I was in a very emotional state that week, so it could have played into that as well.
What? I don't remember that.
Emotional? Never.
All right, bugger off. I want to talk about some food. Did you know you could eat at Universal Orlando?
No.
That's not what it is, but anyway. Apparently you can enjoy a lunch inspired by dishes from across the globe. Oh. We kind of talked about it last week, actually, right at the front of Universal's Islands of Adventure. It's not right at the front, actually. It's kind of at the top of the front. Is one of
the front.
This person, whoever wrote this article's favourite restaurants, the Confisco Grill. This hidden gem, I don't know how hidden it is, but features an eclectic menu with a mixture of global cuisines like Asian, Turkish, Mediterranean, Greek, Russian, Polish, and more. You can also find mysterious confiscated goods inside that you may recognise from the park. And Michelle, you said you haven't even been in. It is.
No.
It's kind of Port of Entry's equivalent of Mythos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool inside. It's a shame because we've only done it once. We did the character breakfast in 2000. It really was. We've done Disney character breakfast and they were crap. And even the Superstar one that they used to do at Cafe La Bamba wasn't a patch on that. That one was phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a high bar.
But you'll have to go in. Michelle, this is to charge you with going to Confisco Grill next week.
I won't be able to because I will be stuffing my face with Mardi Gras food. I have very limited time inside the parks this time.
Then buy it on the way out and take it home with you.
That's what I'm doing with the Mardi Gras food.
Take your Tupperware in.
They close every night at like 6, so I'm having a hard time.
That's crazy.
Finding
6 o'clock
the
on a
ability
Mardi
to get
Gras.
in there.
I suppose there's no parade, is there?
If they would open the food booths earlier, I could go in the morning and grab some stuff. But
they may do. We don't know. We haven't had a lot of announcements because they don't. To be honest, they don't necessarily. From what I can gather, they don't normally tell you when the food booths open because they don't actually say when Mardi Gras starts. It just kind of happens, doesn't it?
Right. But I don't see them opening at 10 a.m.
No,
with all that stuff. So
no, which I think they should do. They should start it earlier, but then obviously
Maybe
they're thinking about the
lunchtime.
performers and stuff and they're coming out.
yeah.
They could open the food booths, though.
They could.
Start at lunchtime.
We'll be talking to Mr. Blake shortly, I'm sure. So we'll pass the message on. Michelle wants them open at 10 o'clock. In fact, I'm going to actually tell him.
She just wants the alcohol at 10 o'clock.
Open it just for me, please.
Just knock on the door. Hello. It's
Michelle's here. I told
right.
you I was coming. All right. Number 15, escape to Waterfall Cove. Waterfall Cove is a secluded area tucked away at the base of Krakatoa, the volcano in Volcano Bay. It makes for a peaceful escape from the crowds and has some gorgeous waterfalls that will make you feel as if you've been transported to an exotic location. I think I know what location they're talking about. And if it is, I love it. It is kind of a little tucked in area next to the wave pool. If you're looking at the wave pool, to the right side of that, on the right side of where the drop slides come out, back in the very back of that, right next to the volcano, is an area with steps and everything where you can walk down into it, and the water off the volcano just like pummels you. But it actually is very hidden and very relaxing.
Not anymore, because Universal have just completely pointed out to everyone reading this article.
And so have we.
Yeah, so have we.
Yeah. So it might not be so secretive after this. But
if you know about it, then I'm sure Chris knows about it. Because Chris is our Volcano Bay expert, isn't he? Him and Alexa love it.
Well, it's kind of interesting because there is like a separate little pool area there that's very obvious, and kids and families go there because they have interactive elements there that you can use your band and make things squirt and everything. And it's also separated, the shallow end from the deep end, by one of those buoy ropes, So not a lot of people are usually back there.
We've never really been into Volcano Bay, other than just that walk around we did with you, so I don't know how much I would have known technically about Waterfall Cove.
Okay, yes, you can explore the Lost Continent.
Really? No.
Horror. An enchanted talking fountain, exotic cuisine, a bazaar filled with trinkets and treasures, psychic readings, and more. Lost Continent is one of the most richly themed areas of Islands Adventure, with stunning backdrops for photos, and is a perfect place to relax and grab a bite to eat. I highly recommend having lunch at Mythos and enjoying the excellent views of the park from outside the seating.
Yeah, it is
yes, blog post person.
It is the perfect place to relax and grab a bite to eat, because there's else to do in there.
Right?
It's a nice area, though.
It is.
It's literally one of the lands of Islands of Adventure. Like, how do you not know that that's there? That's like saying, did you know you can go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Islands of Adventure?
Let me just make a 16-point B on this one. Did you know there's a troll there?
Yes.
Under the bridge? But that's...
that's show me things. So we need to do... Let's get to the end of it first. Right, number 17. Eat bagushi, where the cow and the fish become one. I mean, that sounds wrong, by the way. Take the fixings of both a burger and sushi, put them together, and bam! You've got bagushi. Chow down on this. That didn't come out as well as I hoped. Chow down on this land and sea fusion at the Cowfish in City Walk.
So apparently, turf.
This person's favourite is the high-class hillbilly southern-style barbecue. I like that name, barbecue.
That sounds interesting, actually.
Oh my god, the cheeseburger is so good.
I need to have it. It's such a.
You should have eaten Chris's like I did.
Oh, I want to go back there so bad.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I want to go back so bad.
Moving along, you can live your best rock star life. One of the fun things to do at the Hard Rock Hotel is the memorabilia tour. You can see priceless items from your singers and bands. Feel inspired, you can rent a guitar or record player to play in your room afterwards. Some hotel amenities may be temporarily unavailable during your visit.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I've never done the tour. I mean, I've walked around just on my own, but I did know about the guitar thing.
Yeah.
And that's very cool.
I didn't know you could get a record player, mind.
No records, but a record player.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, that
cool.
honestly, that probably is one that most people don't know.
Yeah, and it's not readily advertised. Like they don't just say, "Hey, do you want a guitar?" When you're checking in or anything.
That's weird. Yeah.
Sometimes they offer you a CD when you check out.
Do they? Never offered us one.
It's called Sounds of Your Stay or something like that.
No, it's like we've got
like recording Leaf Art in the bathroom.
We
then.
have the one from the Royal Pacific. Actually, I don't know where that CD is that Thomas sent us. It was like all the lobby music.
Could be in the footstool.
It better not be in the footstool. Again, I think this one you should know. You can cast your own spells. I mean, you can do it anyway. But create your own magic in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter with an interactive wand. I mean, they ram it down your throat that you can buy an interactive wand because they want to get the money out of you. So if you don't know that, then there's a problem. But we have not done it, actually. You have to try your hand at the Meteorologings in Diagon Alley. And this person's favourite spell is Incendio at Flim Flam's Lanterns in Diagon Alley. It's so cool at night. You may even discover some hidden spells as you progress on your practice.
The only problem, I was going to get an interactive wand. The only problem is there's a queue for each one. So by the time you get to the front to do it, you've seen it 17 times.
I think it's more about just doing it yourself, though, isn't it? Rather than, I want the map.
I'm not a kid. So it's kind of like, I'm not spending that much money on an interactive wand.
I want to do it because I want the map you get with all the things on is awesome.
I can give you a map.
What,
if that's all you want is a map.
I love I want one then, please.
Because I collect the wands, so
I
don't
love the map's awesome.
I'm not going to mail it to you, though, because it'll never get there, apparently.
I'll pick it up next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, my problem with that whole experience, although it's amazing, like you said, the lines are always so long, and it's usually a bunch of kids, so I kind of feel like bad taking time away from I'm like, get out of the way, kid.
Yeah, it's because they can't do it as well. You just want, for God's sake, just give us it here.
Right? Yeah, so. Now, this last one is going to be awesome. So I can't wait for our next Weekender because it's going to be a big part of our Weekender.
Shameless plug.
You can sing karaoke on the big stage. Even if you're afraid of being in the spotlight, singing karaoke at Rising Star and Universal City Walk is so fun. You get backup singers and even a hype man to help make you the star of the show. Plus, the lights are bright enough on stage so you can barely see the crowd, just in case you need a courage booster. The courage booster is the fact that it's really a bar. Believe me, I would need plenty of that. But yeah, they have a backup, like a live band playing. They have backup singers, the full lights. It's amazing.
Those poor buggers must stand on that stage every night and think, this is what my singing career's come to.
Right?
Backing singers for a load of up theme park goers.
That's pretty much what it is. And and if you stay on site, you can get in there for free. So there's no cover charge. There is an age limit.
I didn't know there was a cover charge.
Yeah, there's a cover charge.
Okay.
I don't know what that cover charge is, but there is one. But again, if you just stay on site, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. I didn't know whether I'd ever have the balls to get up on stage and sing. It'd have to be the right song.
I wouldn't be able to do it by myself. But like if Tracy got up there with me, I could do it.
Yeah. I wonder what the maximum amount of people is you could have.
The whole Weekender group.
God.
No.
Singing
when
Baby
I was
Shark,
there last, there was a group that had rented out the main floor area. And I think the most people I saw up there was 2, honestly. Okay. But I don't know if that was just by choice or by, that they had to.
Cool.
So, lots of fun.
Yeah. So there you go. I think everyone probably knew that. What we are going to do at some point in the future, I've been rattling around the head a little bit. We're either going to crowdsource and between us and the listeners, an actual list of 20 things that most people don't know you can do at Universal, or come up with 5 each ourselves. I haven't decided yet.
Why not both?
We could do both.
I don't know I could come up with 5.
Let's do ours, and then we'll ask everybody else if they have any to add.
Okay.
I think I'd struggle to come up with 5 because I think it's obvious.
So I'm going to start shooting them in now, anybody. If you've got any ideas of things that you didn't know you could do, or the average
How
person...
can they tell you if they don't know they can do it, you idiot?
The average person doesn't know. The people listening to this podcast know Universal.
Yes, they're geniuses.
So they've done the same as we have and gone through all that list and go, yeah. So what I want you listeners to do is shoot us off what you... as many as you want, things that you think that the average person going to the parks doesn't know you can do. And that email address is podcast@uuopodcast.com.
Well, sounds like fun.
I think that's going to do it. I think we've exhausted that amazing list.
Just give us a chance to talk about the parks, basically.
It did. It was fun. So we are going to end with another listener-submitted Universal Is, and David de Boer will supply this one.
Lady in Red. Or is that his brother?
That's his brother, yeah. But if you want to be involved, all you have to do is send us what you think Universal is in 3 words or less to podcast@uuopodcast.com, like Lee just said, or you can send it via Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and we will end the show with them. And we do like to get them in as well. So, David says Universal is memories. Good night, everyone.
Guess that wraps things up for another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. You guys did all right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Listen and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere podcasts are found. You can find our blog at uuopodcast.com. Send us your spews, which Lou gets your poo recordings, questions, or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, and our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company. So, until next time, don't give up your day job. Say cheese. See you later.